Welcome to the first chapter of sailing around Scotland. So why Scotland? In year 2020 I did my first attempt reaching Greenland. On the return to Norway I stopped by the remote island of Fula, just west of Shetland.
Look at those cliffs, wow!
Here I met one of the 30 inhabitants, and his name was Magnus. He told me about a mysterious island called St Kilda, lying completely isolated in the oceans west of the Hebrides, Scotland, only approachable in calm weather. Listening to Magnus' words about this place, I instantly knew that this would be one of my future adventures. But to reach these waters, I knew I had to cross some ferocious oceans again. So jump on board and join me on another wild adventure. I've now tried reaching Greenland 3 years on a row. This year I needed a break from all the ordeals. I needed to experience something else. And for 3 years now, since I heard Magnus speak about St Kilda, I planned to give it a try. This year would be the perfect moment.
Okay, so then I'm off again for the Hebrides on the west coast of Scotland, and I have my little family with me here, Silja, Martin and my mom and Tuva. Hello.
Tina.
And we're ready to go. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Silja?
Yeah. Kind of scared.
You want to come?
No.
You're fine?
I'm fine.
Okay, let's go then.
I knew it would be a tough one, as I had to cross the North Sea over to the Orkney Islands, then over to the Hebrides, through the Sound of Harris and out to St Kilda. On the return, I would go through the Caledonian Canal, straight through Scotland, and then back over the North Sea to Norway. 1100 nautical miles altogether. As usual, it felt weird and scary to leave my loved ones and a safe port to head completely alone towards new adventures.
Scotland, England.
I know I have their greatest support. Still, it feels a bit selfish to untie the boat and wander off to the unknown, leaving my family behind. But we are all different, and we are all driven by different forces that makes us tick every day. So in the other end, if I was to deny myself to do this, I know I would go crazy and feel very incomplete. So when I get home again, it's important to give something back. In meantime, it's all about sailing.
Okay, beautiful weather. It's headwinds now, or southwesterly on the nose, and I'm just had to move off the course for this sailboat. And we're about 2 hours entering the open ocean, and everything is really good. Engine and mainsail, and I'm just waiting for the winds to change a little bit later on the day. Sorry, I just have to alter my course a little bit. Yeah, yes, and the wind should come over to southeasterly, and I should be able to roll out to Genoa and get going. Woo! Exciting. Much better. 5 knots, no engine. Whew, it's life. So this is us the next hours until the wind is going to change. Until during the night it's going up to 27 knots. It's reported tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be more or less downwind towards Orkney. So bring it on.
Happily, I carried on, not knowing that the weather gods was not at all going to make this an easy one.
So Tiger is always falling down from his seat like this. He's gonna sit on top of the camera like that, but it's gonna need a harness, so we'll fix that. Here we go. All right. Good moment. Stand by. And I have to secure the steering wheel. I was leaning onto this support and it broke. Good enough. Time is 22:45. And we are heading into the first night of this expedition, and the sunset is beautiful over here, but still we have 200 nautical miles to go, and tomorrow it's gonna be windy, so I'm excited, really excited for tomorrow. So it's time for a nap. So just to keep some kind of control of what's happening outside the boat, I have this fantastic system here. This is the Raymarine daylight camera, and it works somehow until dawn, you know, with the infrared lens. And this is the Oscar thermal camera. So the infrared and thermal is two different things. This goes by light and this goes by heat. And the surroundings. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it's pretty cool indeed. And so is the sponsor of this video, Sailproof. They have provided me with the Sailproof SB 8-inch rugged tablet, which I have added as a part of my existing navigation equipment.
AI thermal camera.
The Android-powered tablet has an IP67 waterproof casing and is built to withstand the roughest treatment, perfect on board Tessie. With possibilities for 5G mobile connection, spacious internal storage, bright anti-glare screen in sunlight, long battery life and high accuracy GPS. This can easily be used as your boat's main navigation aid. Or as for me, I find it very useful for navigation when hand steering inshore and to be used together with multiple boat-related apps. But mainly it sits inside on its bracket, displaying the mast-top CAI thermal camera looking forward, together with the chart plotter for extra safe navigation. Check out Sailproof through this QR code or the link in the video description. Now let's get back to the North Sea.
80 nautical miles from Norway and 180 to go. And I'm passing the oil platform field now. There's platforms everywhere, and I just want to pass it safely, and then I'm on my way again on my own. Amazing. It's 18 knots downwind now, full sails, and yeah, a little bit in on the foresail because of the wind is just coming in like this. So in order to fill the Genoa with wind, we have to reef it a little bit to make the wind catch into it.
I could only enjoy the rest of the piece until the morning light.
Good morning. It's 28, peaking 30 knots in the gusts, and I have full mainsail up. So we will need to get dressed and reduce the mainsail because this is too much. Wow. Thank you, Psych Australia, for the incredible sailing gear. This is top notch, and this is the first time I will use them in the right environments. I'm I'm seasick. Just went to the headroom and that was it. I got seasick. So let's get out. Blowing and we're on autopilot now, so I want to let the Hydrovane steer, but it's too much sails now, so that's another reason to reef. Too much powers on the rudder. It's all the way down here constantly. So let's go, let's reef it.
The reefing procedure is firstly to turn the boat 45 degrees into the wind and waves. This is to relieve the mainsail along the mast track. I will then tie up the foresail to keep the speed and course. Autopilot gets engaged and I can climb forward to the mast. The challenge with pointing into the wind offshore is the crashing waves creating heavy, aggressive movements of the boat. I will release the mainsail halyard and start pulling the sail downwards until the reefing ring can be hooked onto the reefing hook. On deck I have a winch to tighten the reefing line, to tighten the back of the sail and again flattening it out. At last I climb back to the cockpit to get the boat back on course.
Exhausting.
Reefing the mainsail in these conditions is very demanding, being single-handed, so engaging the autopilot with freshly reefed mainsail is a load off my shoulders.
Much better. So now the steering wheel is not struggling nearly as much. Need a break.
Tessie was back on track and I could take a fresh breath of air after doing the hard work. But the weather gods had just started.
So, if watching the waves didn't help for the seasickness, there's only one thing left, and that's to lie down and rest, close your eyes. So let's try that.
Sailing vessel Tessie, the messenger line rope on the surface, and you have to avoid this area.
Okay, so you want to go south of the Harding platform?
If you could alter your course to port, so you will pass south of Harding platform, yeah.
Yes, I will alter my course to south to get south of the Harding platform. All kinds of stuff when you're seasick. I have to alter my course for the Harding platform because they have a line in the sea there. There we go. Where's that? Harding platform. Oh shit. Oh god. I don't know.
In the meantime, while trying to find some rest and the Harding platform, outside the wind was increasing rapidly.
Speaking 30 knots out there now. Look at this. I think I'm gonna take in the head sail. Too much sails again. It's the same story every time. Well, let's go. harding platform over there. You can see it. Ooh. So we are well clear of it. No danger. That was quick and fast. The wind is quite fresh here. 2, 3, maybe 4 meter waves in the tops. Wow. I'm gonna try to engage the Hydrovane, see how it does. Cool beans, wow. Still hanging around. It's peaking 34 knots now and the waves are tops of 5-6 meters, so it's getting a bit crazy out there. So the safest place is just to stay in here, but I have to get some fresh air, so I just have to go out and have a check. So, and it's pouring rain. Oh, look at that. Whoa, big wave. Shit. Another one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. It is getting gnarly.
And this clip went viral on my Instagram and Facebook site with over 1 million views. Check it out.
That is huge. That's 6-7 meters. Whoa! Look at that. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, come on, Tessie! Come on! Come on! Wow! The sea stiffness is gone. That's what it took. That was what it took to just get out and get some fresh air. Super waves. Crazy. I love it. We better get inside. It's not safe out here, especially not up on deck. The weather is just crazy outside. It's 30 knots plus and it's like a monsoon rain. It's raining and raining. And it's very large big waves throwing the boat around, and it's pretty tiring after some hours. So the best thing is this, and just wait it out. Tessie is doing good. So I got 120 nautical miles left. So that's 140 sailed. So we are well over halfway. And I'm glad. I'm gonna be glad when the wind comes down a little bit. It's just chaos out there. Waves outside. The wind has dropped to half, 15 knots, but the rest of the seas are humongous. Look at this big swell here, just throwing the boat around. just waves, not wind. Freaking crazy. It's terrible. And I think the sea state is coming down now with the wind. So I think I'm gonna take some more sail out. Wow, this was quite a tough ride so far. Look at that. But Tessie is holding up good. She's strong. She's a strong lady. Good.
To my big surprise, while being rolled around in the big seas, a big pack of dolphins gathered around me and started playing around the boat.
A lot of dolphins playing around the boat. I just hope the orcas won't come pay me a visit. Dolphins are great. That's enough.
This instantly made me forget about being tired of the big seas and gave me something else to keep my focus on.
So it's 18:30 now on the afternoon and it's tiring. These huge waves pounding Tessie and me. But we'll get there soon enough. I think about noon tomorrow, 12 o'clock still, will be a good assumption. I haven't been eating properly since, well, it's 20 hours ago. I've been too seasick. But I need something gut friendly.
As every creature in the North Sea was minding their own business this fine evening, so did the captain, in the shape of a much needed rest, getting ready to approach the Orkney Islands. After some hours of light sleep, I woke up to something pretty different than what I recently had been put through.
I think we're here. Orkney Islands. It is fog outside. It's thick, dense fog. Let's see if we can find our way inside. On the worst possible time with the tide currents against me. So we have 2 knots against us now, doing 3.9 knots of boat speed. Let's take the mainsail down.
So that was it. The first 250 nautical mile leg done. We could slowly find our way in towards the main city of the Orkney Islands. Finally, having flat water under the keel was relieving, and the feeling of victory had a fine taste to it this time as well.
Hello. Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
How was your trip?
It was a rough one, for sure. So that's us tied up in beautiful Kirkwall in Orkney Islands. What a place. I'm really looking forward to have a stroll here, have a shower, something to eat, and then just relax a little bit and find myself I'm back to myself to get some strength back. Okay, good night.
So while Erik is having a rest, trying to, in his own words, find himself, why don't we take a ride to get to know these beautiful islands a little better? Let's start out with some dramatic yet amazing piece of history. This is the Orkney Island causeways, built by huge blocks of concrete. The 3 causeways is today connecting the mainland to the southern Isles of Orkney, but it is quite a different reason why they got constructed to begin with. The huge shallow Bay of Scapa Flow was the United Kingdom's chief naval base during the First and Second World War. The 13th of October 1939, at the dawn of World War II, the German submarine U-47 crawled into Scapa Flow unseen through the narrow shallow sounds where the causeway sits today. Well inside the bay, it launched its torpedoes and sunk the pride of the British Navy, the HMS Royal Oak, resulting in the loss of 834 lives. The disaster prompted the First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, to order the building of the barriers, today known as the Churchill Barriers, to block off the eastern approaches to Scapa Flow. However, before the causeways during World War I, huge ships, or so-called block ships, were sunken to block off the entries to stop the enemies from entering. The remains of the block ships are very visible today as a fresh reminder of what happened here over 80 years ago. Unfortunately, by World War II, these defenses had fallen into disrepair, letting the U-47 submarine crawl its way into the bay to leave the HMS Royal Oak under 33 meters of water, together with the many tragic casualties. May they all rest in peace. Further on, I visited Orkney's southernmost point called Berwick. The wild ocean currents are on full display around the grounds here, showing the powers of moving tidal streams. Heading over to Orkney's rugged west coast, the scenery is changing. Incredible rock formations are merged into the huge natural bay, creating Scale Beach. Proceeding northwards, you'll see a little island emerging. Surprisingly, you can hike over to it, but only at low tide.
It's a long way, all the way with the car.
And it's called the Brow of Bursey. Just remember to be back in time before high water. And try to stay on your legs. Impressive cliffs are getting washed by the North Atlantic waves all the way along the west coast. I could watch this for hours. Other than nature explorations, visiting the different ancient mysterious monuments like the standing stones of Stennes and the huge ring of Brodgar is also a big part of the Orkney experience. And of course, exploring the villages and cities.
On our way to Strømnes.
Strømnes is Orkney's second largest city with 2,500 inhabitants. The name Strømnes refers to the strong tides that rip past the point of Ness through Hoy Sound.
It's kind of hard to drive on the wrong side of the road in Orkney. I'm used to the right side and the wrong side is left side.
Back in Kirkwall, I loved walking the colorful streets, watching all kinds of people, traveling by the many stores. And at last pay a visit to the majestic St Magnus Cathedral, founded in year 1137. It's full of monuments explaining the history during the existence of the old cathedral. Get ready for Chapter 2, sailing from the Orkney Islands to Stornoway on the Outer Hebrides, west of Scotland. As usual, not completely without some drama and strong winds.
Are
Alright, so thank you so much for watching the first chapter. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of work. And as always, if you want to support me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can support me on Patreon or make a PayPal donation. All links in the video description. And another great way to support is to get yourself some NBJS merchandise. I am seeing my t-shirts many places now. It's really cool, so check it out. Links in the video description. And also, please subscribe to my channel to get it moving and get it going. Leave a like and a comment. And I will very soon start editing my next chapter too. And I hope you're all ready for that. See you very soon.